All right, today is another one block and only one block question. It is all review, so it's nice to go over this kind of stuff. We've got a warm up and then a question that has three parts. And you've done everything previous to this, so it's simply a case of trying to figure out what you remember and what you don't. So it says a recipe for homemade ice cream. Ice cream requires 5 cups of milk with every 4 eggs. According to the recipe, how many cups of milk should be used with 20 eggs? So there's 2 ways to go about this particular question. One is by logic because the numbers are nice, and the other is by, you guessed it, the little tic-tac-toe board. So I'm going to set up the tic-tac-toe board because there's a comparison. So anytime you have a comparison, you can do this. So we've got milk and we've got eggs. And according to this ice cream recipe, every time we have 5 cups of milk, we need 4 eggs. And we're going to bump up the recipe and use 20 eggs, so it's got to go there. And we need to figure out how much milk there is. So again, some of you would like to take this information out of the chart, and then maybe you can see a little more clearly that all you have to do is times by 5 times by 5. But if you want to let the math do the work for you, then this is a perfect example of that Zorro or zigzag method. So start at the letter, make your Z, so it's M, then the 5, then the 20, then the 4, times first, divide second. Dig out your calculator for accuracy. 5 times 20 divided by 4 equals, and we get 25. So how many cups of milk should there be? Therefore, we should use 25 cups of milk, which now makes me want to go eat ice cream. I've got some in my freezer. Before I do, I'm going to finish the note. So here is the question, the review problem, and I should probably turn that to a 1. You want to buy an item that is on sale at 3 different stores. You see this information in the advertisement. So there's store A, which is a regular price of $40 and $7 off. You've got a regular price of $45 and 1/5 off. And you've got a regular price of $40 with 11% off. So we have to deal with each of these things. And the question says to complete this chart to compare the sales, and from which store should you buy the item, justify your decision. So the first thing I'm going to do, because I can, without too much trouble, is I'm going to put in the regular prices. So the regular price of the first item, store A, is $40. The next regular price was $45, and the next regular price was $40. So there was the 40, there's the 45, there's the 40. The discount for store A is just a straight up $7. I don't know how many dollars it is for store B because it gives me a fraction. And I don't know how many dollars it is for store C because it gives me a percent. So I have made a sheet here that will let us take care of store B and store C. So I'm going to do store B up here. And then we'll do store C down below. So store B says 1/5 off. So that's 1/5 of 45, and it's $45. So that's the same thing as 1 divided by 5 times 45. So 1 divided by 5 of means times 45. So I'm going to calculate that with the calculator for accuracy. I certainly don't want to be messing up on my money. And now I know that I get to save $9. I actually really care about how much I'm going to pay. So we have to take $45 and subtract $9. And get ourselves how much it costs overall. So I'm going to go back to the chart. I'm going to put $9 and $36 in here. So $9 and the sale price is $36. Now I should probably figure this one out, and that's an easy 40 minus 7 is 33. So out of these two stores, I'm probably going to go with store A. The review of this question is store C. And store C requires you to remember how to deal with percent. So let's go over that. So it says 11% off. So I have to find 11% of, oh, hold on a second, $40. I don't know how that happened. So 11% of $40. Do you remember how to deal with percent? 11 divided by 100 is how you deal with percent. Of still means times, and it's 40. So let's see if I actually spilled the beans with this answer here. 11 divided by 100 times 40. Oh, I totally did. And when the calculator says that, and it's money, we need to tack a 0 on the end. And that's how much we've saved. So let's see how much we actually get to spend at this particular store. So it used to be $40. I'm saving a whole $4.40. And I get 35.6, which means I need to add a 0 on the end to make it look like money. So 440 and 35.6. $440 and 35.6 with the 0 on the end. So now that we've completed this chart, we need to pick a store to buy from. And to be perfectly honest, that's my choice. And my reason is because it's the cheapest. Now what I want to do next, now that we know how to deal with fractional discounts and percentage discounts, I want to find out how much this particular item is if we have sales tax. So store A is going to cost us $33 even. So to do tax, we have to find 13% of $33. And again, with the percent, 13 divided by 100 times 33. Let's see what happens. Oh, I was going to say if this sprawls across the calculator, we need 2 decimals, but it's a nice 2 decimals. So $4.29. So unlike discount, where you save some money, so you subtract, with tax, you're actually paying extra So we have to take the $33 and add on $4.29. So our price with tax will be $37.29 with sales tax. So there is a discount sales tax question in your sheet in your booklet. Refer to the little picture right here. So with this question, you've got different examples of different things. I need the discount amount, I need the sales tax, and for 2 of the questions, I've asked for tax and the final price. For 3 of the questions, I've blocked it out so you don't have to worry about that. So when I go to that final page of what it is that we have to take care of, you can start Mission 11. The deadline for Mission 11 is Wednesday, January 20th. So that's in our last week together. As for big idea, percent of means you're going to have to take a number, divide it by 100 for percent, times, and then that, whatever the number is. Sales tax requires you to add on discount you subtract off, and actually what I'm going to do, because I can, is I'm going to reverse those, and the reason is because you always deal with the discount before you deal with the sales tax. You don't want to give any more tax than necessary. So you want to put the sales tax on the discounted price, the lesser price, than the original price, if you get a discount. So again, back to here, no exit card to deal with yet. There are 2 remaining. You've done 2 for virtual learning. You'll have 2 remaining. So that is it, and a little bit of review. Talk to you soon.